and welcome to another episode of Tai Chi For You. I'd like to start off by saying that we did hit a milestone in July. Over 600 followers. How about that? So give yourself a round of applause. And heartfelt thank you to everybody that's sharing these videos as well. The idea is to grow the Tai Chi community, whether it's with me or you're in another part of the country or the globe, and you find a Tai Chi class that you like. Just the people that I talk to, it's the understanding of what's Tai Chi, and I get that a lot because I talk to a lot of people. But some people think it's a dance, and they just dismiss it, or they think it's a fighting or something like that, and they dismiss it. But when I have time and we do talk, and it has to be mutual if they want to hear more. If not, that's fine. But the idea is you want to just express how it makes you feel if you get the chance to talk to somebody about Tai Chi, how it's benefited your health or just your mindset, whatever it is, that something simple, whether it's, you're doing the Tai Chi and you look around and, people that don't exercise or don't have any meditation practice, or they're just off, and maybe they're miserable. I don't know. Maybe those are the people that need the Tai Chi. They're, might be 10 years younger than you, but they look and act and feel 20 years older than you. So those are the people, if you can get through that barrier, I think Tai Chi could be very, very beneficial. It's helped me in so many ways. So that's why I enjoy teaching it and enjoy talking about it. But yeah, it's just some of the new people that are on the page now. Different backgrounds. They come from working with seniors or adults with special needs, or their physical therapists, or whatever it is, that they can see how Tai Chi could benefit what they do in their life. So welcome everybody. The other thing that we like to do is the first show of the month is we give a shout out to everyone that has a birthday, whatever they're celebrating, birthday, anniversary. What else can you celebrate? Okay, all those good. Somebody else's birthday, whatever it is you're celebrating. Congratulations, and just celebrate the whole month. Why not? Whatever it is you're celebrating. So the other couple of topics, and then we'll get going here, is the plug for the Northbridge Senior Center, and that it's a gem in town. The other things that they offer besides the Tai Chi class on Mondays at 11. So you can go there. The heat's been crazy lately. You can go there and cool off, meet some new people. They play cards there, TV. There's a gift shop. There's all kinds of help if you need it. I know they've done help with people with their taxes. Tax season is coming up. So I know, and again, I know for a fact that books and fills up early. So if you need help with that, or you need help with anything, get a hold of the Northbridge Senior Center. And also, if you're from this area but not living in Northbridge, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come to the Tai Chi class, but you don't have to even be a senior citizen. The new people that are coming to the classes, we've had a few new people, so it's an ongoing, where we're not learning something. Well, we're building on what we've learned, but we always go back and review. And these are very basic moves. It's a full body workout. You participate at your level. Whatever your abilities are, we can adjust if you need, if you're need to sit down, you need to be in a chair, we can adjust and show the different moves from a sitting position. You can still do a lot of leg movement, arms, breathing techniques. Remember, it's that the whole thing is that mind-body connection. So the other definition is a moving meditation. So you can be moving by standing up, moving by just sitting in the chair. If you just can get a little bit of a turn with the waist, or roll the shoulders a little bit. Any movement they say movement is medication. So I'm a strong believer in that. They get you up and going as soon as you're in the hospital for something, an operation or whatever. They like, all right, let's get up, let's get moving. And that's changed over the years where, it was, and sometimes you need the bed rest and don't move. But the idea is once you start moving, you're on the road to healing. So we got the celebrations out of the way. We got the big announcement of over 600 likes and views and followers, all that on the Facebook business page. And I think that's it. So why don't we get up? I know I've had people ask me if I do classes online. Well, we did try that during COVID, and maybe I didn't give it a fair shot, but it really didn't go over the way I would have liked it, with the not being there and participating in adjustments and things like you can only do so much. I mean, some things are better than nothing, but that's what we tried. So I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's just I'd rather have that one-on-one or a small group. So I have recently just done some small groups and some one-on-ones with people that showed interest, and that's all I'm looking for. If you show interest and you want to do it, you're within, I can travel distance to you. We'll make something happen. So, all right. Let's talk about, a little bit about the Olympics that's going on. And that was I was trying to think about how to do a show tonight. And I haven't watched much of it, but when I do, I can see the amount of practice and that mindset that they've had, that they put everything into it. So I started thinking about our basic routines that we do, or not even our routines, just a simple, walking up the stairs, or you're at your house, you're doing something. Have that, gold medal attitude about it, whether it's, playing with the kids or whatever you're doing for activity. Just have that mindset, that positive attitude, and watch a little bit of the Olympics. You know what I'm talking about. But let's start with our little basic warm-up. And this one, we just like to just get some gentle movement in. We're not trying to get a gold medal in this. We're just warming up. And this helps with the spine, helps with all the joints, the shoulders, and the wrist. Everything's relaxed. You can do a little shake out if you want. Make it your own. I'm just showing you. If you want to do a little bounce to it, that's fine. Rule number one, nobody falls down. That's the goal of not, you want to be in control. So don't push anything that we do with the Tai Chi. So that no pain, no gain, that's other sports, okay? So the basic idea of Tai Chi, and we build on foundation. And let's make this sort of like a beginning class for somebody that's brand new. What I'm doing now is just shifting the weight. And we have something called a 60-40 principle. And if you notice, I'm just shifting that weight. I'm going to keep my feet flat on the ground. Knees are slightly bent. I'm keeping the back straight, but I'm relaxing, dropping the shoulders. See how I'm just shaking out just a little bit? You don't have to do this crazy endurance shaking thing. I'm just loosen, okay? And just that nice, just enough, just to shift, to feel it. Feel where the weight is more on one side than the other. Then come back to center. And there's that gentle shift. If you can go a little bit further, and these are warm-ups, these are basics. There are some moves where obviously you have to be 100% in order to lift up and do a step or a kick or just move to the other side, and then it drops to 100% to do a move, whatever. But for the warm-up part, and it's not just warming up the body, we're warming up the mind. So we're trying to calm the mind, not speeding through it, and incorporate the breathing. That nice breath in, breath out, breath in. And it doesn't have to be breathing in on one side or whatever. There's all kinds of breathing techniques. These people that, a lot of yoga instructors or different, they do the breathing out of one side, and they cross it. It's all, again, they have a deeper meaning to it. And if that's your background, use it, okay? But for now, it's just basic, simple. And excuse me, we're going to build. We're going to shift that weight, and we're just going to turn the body. And by that, I mean just a slight twist with the spine. So a little bit of a raising up and dropping as well. But I'm not twisting. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the knees. Okay? It's just a nice, and you might get a little click, anything happening. That's fine. But notice how the arms are moving because the torso is moving. Arms are relaxed, but they're coming up and over and all the way across. I'm not moving the arms at this time with this move. Okay. Very good. Okay, do a nice little shake it out, walk it off a little bit. A great morning thing to do, that's one of them. The other one is, we call it the 500 claps, but a clap is more of a tapping when we're talking about traditional Chinese medicine. And you make that little cupping idea. There's an energy point here, and we're packing the chi. We're putting the energy back in. And if you know anything about meridians, energy work, we come up the outside and we go down the inside. Some people have a little trouble with they bruise easy or whatever your situation. You don't want to make a lot of noise doing this. So you can turn it into a brushing and down. And this is getting the blood flowing, getting the blood to the surface, moving. Again, if you want to talk about just the physical, medical part of it, or you can go more energetic. We're using the meridians and the energy flow of the body. Same thing when we do the legs. Just a nice, easy brushing. This might be good in the morning if you're not a morning person, but you feel you want to do something. You don't want to really start getting into like a calisthenic wake up bit. It's just a nice little brushing. But again, it's that outside movement. And notice how my knees are still bent, and I'm just dropping. The spine is slowly, each vertebrae at a time, and then you're going to come up that inside. It's all right if you don't make it all the way down to your feet. We're just getting a little, and we'll call it, a morning workout if you want. So the breath is breath in, breath out, just like that. This is really good for a lot of people that have knee trouble. It just, any area that needs a little extra attention, put that extra intention, use that intent. And I like to balance out and do both sides. If you have one good knee, one bad knee, maybe do the good knee first and then go over to the bad side. Okay? Very good. Then the other idea is all the way down, the ankle roll. If you need a table or a countertop, something to hold on to, that is fine. You can do that as well. But we're just warming up all the ligaments, the joints, the tendons, everything that's hasn't moved. If it's, you had a good night's sleep, maybe you don't move at all, but you still want to get up and start moving and loosening up everything like that. Same thing when we do the fingertips, that idea of all the blood, the nerve endings, things like that are happening. Just wake them up a little bit. The side of the hand, like a karate chop a little bit with the wrist. And the wrist is a lot of people need more attention to that. So there's all kinds of exercises for that. And I'm just showing you a few. If you know any that you do, work them into your routine. It can be part of the warm-up. This one I got from somebody that did golf. And he had not issues maybe, but it was just something that he liked to do. This one I got from someone that did piano. So you can learn a lot from students that, if you're in a class with somebody, or just, talking to people that that maybe have some sort of workout routine, and they can go forward and backwards. There's all kinds of warm-ups that you could do. Okay. Now we teach the Yang style 24 form of Tai Chi. That is the most popular. That's the one you see a lot of people doing in the parks, the different other senior centers, things like that teach it. That's the form that they teach. So if you go somewhere, that's going to be most likely the one. But whether it's yoga, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, Jiu-Jitsu, all those, they start out with the basics. And we already went through some of the basics. That's shifting the weight. Obviously, you have to shift the weight, turn the body to get away from an opponent, or, move, make it a whatever move, whatever style that you have. Same thing with yoga. The movement is that idea of you want to expand and contract is one of the moves. So this one right here it's Qigong, and that's another form of exercise. The first move, and I don't want to throw too many names at people that are brand new to this, but the first move is pretty basic. It's called mountain pose. And it's basically you just visualize you're tall as a mountain. So there's that visualization of elongating that spine, relaxing the shoulders, dropping the elbows, just like that. Take a breath in, breath out right now. Not rushing, okay? Now make that right foot the heavy foot, so you can just step out with the left. And what we do is we adjust, and we get into what's called the horse stance. So you want to visualize that you're riding a horse. So, if you ever had a horse lesson or a horse, you sort of do a little bit of a squeeze, and so you're not falling off. So you want to get grounded, get connected, have that solid foundation. Now with the hands, if you can't get them all the way up over your head, that's fine. Do what you can. But that first move is just bring the arms up. Keep breathing. Don't stop breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. How many times? 3, 4 times. One big breath in. Whatever you have to do. Palms face each other, and they come down just like this, nice and easy. And if it takes you 3 or 4 breaths to do this move, and we'll break it down a little bit more. I just want to show you the first 1, 2. Here's the third move. Just like that. And then the hands come back in, and this is just to reset. Okay, return to mountain. Good. All right, so you're already an expert. You know mountain. You know horse stance. This is the 3 moves, 3 times Qigong exercise. So visualize your hands are going to be connected. And I don't know if you ever did this when you were a kid, if you stood in a doorway and you put your palms outward and you pushed and pushed and held and just push as long as you could. And then when you step out of the doorway, it's like your hands rise. So try, if you never did it, it's so fun. Do it. Let the kids do it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, that is the sensation that we're going for. I get off track. Okay, so plug in and now start to draw up. Visualize, maybe there's strings tied on and there's a puppeteer guy up there just lifting your arms. Okay? And then the hands are going to come together overhead, or if you can only get them this high, that's fine. But now the palms are facing each other, and you want to just draw them down. Just picture you sort of just filling the body now with energy. And I know that's a little woo-woo for people, but that's what is happening. But just drop the arms down. Now when the arms come up this time, and there's that nice breath in. Relax. Get to this heart level, maybe a little bit above. And now we're going to do a nice push down. If you ever been in water and you had those little floaties, and I'm just trying to push them down. Feel that resistance? That's what you're looking for. Now you want to use that same idea. The resistance now is they want to bounce out of the water real quick, but I'm controlling that, how they come up out of the water. And now when I'm water level, this is when I can just roll them out. And really feel it in the shoulders if you want to exaggerate a little bit. And drop the arms down. So it's all about control, and then we just reset. So let's repeat. The first move is up, where they go up as high as you can. Palms going to face each other as they get to the top. And just let them drop down at a nice, slow, controlled speed. You can do a breathe in. If you want to breathe out with those perched lips, like a that might help with the visualization of using those water floaties and that resistance in the water. And just circle around. Just send the arms out, just like that. Good. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Bring it back in to reload. Back down. So this is the last set. We do 3 sets 3 times. So let's use that Olympic gold medal attitude. Nice little. This is the second one, up to the heart and down. Then the third is to the heart and that nice, again. And then we're going to return back to mountain. Excellent. All right, so beginners, how'd you like that? That's just a little taste of it. The idea is we are learning, and we got it down. We're really good. We really are with that idea of doing that 24 form of Tai Chi. And you can YouTube that and see how some of them do it. And they're all very similar, but I'm not going to say never, but I'm never going to be able to, get that foot way up and then down. So we adjust it, okay? If more power to you, I'll help you get to that point. I'm not there, but I'm very happy with the results that I get and my students get with class. This is another very basic move. I'll just show you this one and then we'll wrap it up. This was called the inside Perry. Some of you people that know, that have taken karate or kung fu, this is one of the moves that you might see maybe on a show or whatever as well. Okay, inside Perry. Then you go outside. And with all these, for the martial art application, you learn it slow so you can execute fast. And it really kicks in without you knowing it. A lot of the moves that I've done, and I've told you this story, and I'll end with this, the Tai Chi walking, where it's very intentional. You feel, you lift up, you connect, you go back down. I was walking, it was black ice, and it might have been the Tai Chi, I don't know. I'm saying it was, but I didn't fall. It was like the panic situation, but I was able to, just collect myself, balance, get centered, and continue on without falling or dropping anything. So, all right, that was great. I'm glad I got some new people here watching. Keep spreading the word, and until next time, it is Tai Chi for you.